got the evaporator and condenser barrels above freezing. We're at 40-degree saturation right now, and I'm monitoring the pressure on each barrel through the hoses attached to each service valve. I've also purged that hose. That connection is open, so I've purged my suction hose to the recovery machine up to this point. Now I'll go ahead and open that up, that ball valve up, to let the refrigerant into my machine. I think this is going to be too small. Oh, just barely big enough. All right, that ball valve's open. So now we've got pressure there. And we'll go ahead and rotate this. You should be able to hear it coming out of there. Got any luck at least. Let me open this up a little bit. There we go. Just gonna purge that out. Now we're gonna get in the open position. So basically, we're purging all the components into my recovery machine, and then we're purging the hose. And now we can go ahead and close that connection. So now we're purged from the valve through my hose, through that discharge hose, and to the tank. So now I'm gonna go ahead and open my tank. All these are open and purged, and now we can start charging liquid. So I'm gonna watch my pressure to make sure that it doesn't drop, but now should see, there you go, you got liquid going in. I don't have this open all the way. I'm gonna watch this, make sure it just goes up. If it goes down, I need to close my liquid valve as soon as I can. So we're only moving up. I'm gonna go ahead and open my valve here a little bit more. And now that's pretty much all the way open. And we've got above 32 saturation in both barrels. And now it's not dropping, so we're not gonna freeze any water if there was any water in the barrel tubes or anything like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my machine. Oh, you gotta turn the light switch on. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it like at halfway and see how we're doing. That's taking gas off of the top of the evaporator, compressing it, getting hot gas into the gas port of this cylinder, pushing down at the top, and then the liquid gets pushed up the dip tube and comes out of the liquid valve into the next cylinder. It actually comes into the top of that cylinder, pushes down, dip tube lets the liquid out, so on and so forth, exactly the same until you get to the last cylinder. Liquid comes in from the last tank, pushes down, liquid comes up the dip tube, and now we're coming out of the sight glass right here. And we've got pretty good liquid flow. This is actually a little bit cool, so we'll come back. You need to monitor your pressures. So this is actually giving me my pressure before my recovery machine. So the suction pressure here, this is my suction pressure on my recovery machine. You can see it's a little bit lower because it's actually measuring at this point. So the pressure drop of my recovery machine is being taken into account. Even with all that, we're staying well above freezing saturation, and that's exactly how I would do a push-pull charging method